Well, welcome back. I just wanted to take a few moments today to kind of just give you a little bit of a ministry update and to, again, as always, say thank you from all of us here at the Dove for your continued prayers and support of this unique media ministry. The Dove is reaching literally millions of people every hour of the day, and it is a lot of work, a lot of challenges, but most of all, very rewarding when you start to hear how people's lives are being impacted and changed by watching and listening to the Dove through the radio programs, the music, the television programs, and the various things that we have going on, from the news to the morning show to the talk shows. I'm telling you, folks, more and more people are tuning in at a level that we, quite frankly, are just overwhelmed with at times. And we hear from people not only through the mail. Yes, people still write letters and send them through the mail, through emails, and through our website. And by the way, our new website is up and running, and we invite you to go check it out. We tried to make it a whole lot easier to use. So if you wanted to see or hear another portion of a program or an interview we've done on the Dove, or rewatch the news, or one of the interviews that I've done on Focus Today, you can go to theDove.us, and it's easy to use and very, very friendly. And I also want to say that we've added 3 more television stations. A gentleman that we work with who heads up One Ministries in California has put 3 new stations on the air down there, and he's running the Dove 24/7. And we are now on KRJR channel 44 and KEDS and channel 16 in the Sacramento area. Now, this is big for me personally. That's our hometown. And I'm hearing from friends down there and acquaintances that we've known for years that are now watching the Dove live there. That is a full power station. We are in the Fresno, Visalia, Fresno, Bakersfield area. The Dove is broadcasting down there, KEDZ, channel 27. Now, a lot of these channels have other areas that they're available on, some on cable and some even on satellite. They are what they call must-carry stations, so we're pretty excited about that. And we've even added what they call Fort Bragg, which is the, excuse me, the north part of San Francisco. So the Dove television has expanded, and the footprint of the Dove TV from southern Washington all the way through California, into the Bay Area, and down through the Sacramento-San Joaquin Valley, all the way down below Fresno, covers roughly 17 million people in population. Now, I wish they were all listening at once, and watching at once. They don't. But that's the footprint. And you've helped us do this, and it's an amazing thing. It's the partnerships that we have to expand the Dove television and reach. And then we're on Roku, and we're on Apple, and we stream live. So the Dove actually is not only a Pacific West Coast influence, it's literally a global influence, as you can go online through Roku, Apple TV, or you can stream it live. And by the way, if you go to the Dove's new website, theDove.us, you can stream live the Dove TV, and you can stream live the Dove radio. And it's very inviting. It's been modernized and brought up to where you can click on a show and watch it again, and hopefully very easy for you to use. And so I encourage you to go to theDove.us and pray about supporting us. We're coming into that season. That's that summertime where things kind of slow down, as normal, I guess you could say. But our operation doesn't slow down, and our expenses don't slow down. And this has been a challenging year for a lot of people, for a lot of ministries, for a lot of churches. We're asking you to prayerfully consider becoming a partner with the Dove. If you've never supported the Dove, our philosophy is pretty simple. Only do what the Lord leads you to do. That's it. And don't take from your church, because that's your first obligation. You should be supporting. In fact, you should be in a church. It's time to get out of your pajamas and go to church. I mean, I love streaming, but that shouldn't be an excuse for you to not go to church. So get into a church and support it. If you're involved in another ministry, and a lot of people are, you know, there's a lot of parachurch ministries out there that usually are made up of people who have gone through something in their life, and they've turned around and they've worked with a Christian organization that ministers back into other people going through the same thing. So I encourage you to support that as well. But the Dove's here. Our operation has become very complex over these last many years, and you've helped us with getting the studio up and running, which we needed to do. We've had to slow some other operations down because we were off considerably in the first quarter. But let me just say this, in supporting the Dove, you're becoming a media missionary right alongside of us. And the most interesting thing about the Dove is most of the time, we don't see or hear from anybody that's listening or watching from the Dove. And yet, when we do hear from them, it's usually the result of an impacting moment where a program or something that we said or an interview has impacted their lives and turned them around. Just the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, we received a note from a person who was listening to the Dove online and literally gave their heart to the Lord, gave their life to Christ. So we know that the Dove is ministering to you in ways that encourages you and hopefully helps you in your walk with Christ. And yet there are people who tune in at the right time. They say, well, I just happened to tune in. What a coincidence. No, we don't believe in coincidences. My philosophy on a coincidence is it's God's way of staying anonymous. A coincidence in this ministry is a divine appointment. People tune in at the right time to hear the right message and speaking into right what they need to know. And that happens constantly, 24/7 here at the Dove. So when you partner with us, with your prayers and your financial support, you're becoming a media missionary right alongside of us. And great returns of what happens when the Dove's programming goes out. So thank you for your continued prayers and support. Thank you for prayerfully consider maybe joining the team, so to speak, as a financial supporter. Still, 84 to 85% of the Dove's revenue is made up from viewers and listeners just like you. So if you weren't there, we wouldn't be here. But folks, the need has never been greater, never been greater. The desire for people to learn more about Christ has never been greater. And media is a tool that they can use in the privacy of their home, their car, their computer, their tablet, where they can sit down, tune in, and learn something, be enriched, be encouraged, and literally give their life to Christ. So when you support the Dove, you're part of that. You're part of that mechanism that God is using that just literally reach millions of people. I never dreamed in all of my days of doing media that we would have a footprint the way we do. And I have to tell you, folks, the only thing that's holding us back are resources. But we have huge opportunities that wants other stations that wants the Dove programming on their station, and we're looking at that. We will be building another station sometime late this year that will finally, after all these years, put us on satellite. Can you imagine that? Man, we're pretty excited about that. But it takes time and it takes resources to do that. But we have gone through the hard yards, so to speak, of doing the application, waiting for the time, paying the attorneys, paying the engineers, putting all this together, and we were granted the license to do that this past year. So hopefully once we have the resources together, we'll be building that. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your prayers. I can't tell you what that means to us. And let us know when you write or send a little note. Let us know what programs you like. That helps us in making those decisions. So think about, pray about joining the Dove team. Call anytime, 541-776-5368, or safely and securely online at the new Dove website at thedove.us. God bless you.